Hey, girl. Hey. And, girl, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you a proud American?
Oh,
Dear listeners,
that's a loaded question.
dear listeners, so for our RuPaul, like that little special one we had out, I did a Facebook ad because, I'm trying to get people to listen to this Pudicasti.
Exactly.
As you do. We had a lovely man post some very lovely images about straight pride with a man, it looked to be butt fucking a young woman in the image.
Yes. Yep, it was a lot.
Maim, would you please read the one that I sent to you, the other image he sent?
Oh, yes, I would be happy to read
Thank
this
you.
image. The gentleman said, if you are going to pay Facebook to solicit your crap on my newsfeed, at least have the dignity and common courtesy to do it in English. I am a patriotic American and neither speak nor read gibberish or noodle. Fed up with these sponsored ads, scams, fake profiles, and spam.
Dear listeners, we appreciate being fake and spam,
Yeah.
but we do not speak in noodle.
I don't even know.
I
don't even
think
I don't
that's a
even think
racism because
I think it was a
Arabic
racism too. Yeah.
kind of flows together, or it could just be cursive. Maybe the poor man cannot read cursive.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thanked him for his kind words, Maim.
It was appreciative. I appreciated it.
I didn't know what else to do, so I just told him, "Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
kind patriotic American. Thank you.
Thank you, kind American." We can tell that this world is going the right way, can't you, Maim?
Totally. It is definitely going in the right direction.
So the funniest part of this, dear listeners, is I only sent this out to people who, according to Facebook, because you can limit how your ads go on Facebook, to those who are between 30 and 50 who liked RuPaul's Drag Race and the drag queen Jujubee. So I do believe Home Slice got a little scene there.
Somebody got seen.
Somebody got seen. What? In the butt.
So there you go. Somebody thought they were being on the DL, and they were not.
They secretly like the drag queens.
They were not, and they got called out by Facebook.
But on a happier note, girl, well, there's a sad note and a happy note. We'll start with the happy note. Did you see that Joanne Lumley is now Dame Joanne
yes.
Lumley? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. She
Oh,
looks
yes.
fantastic in her little pink dress with that hat.
It is the greatest thing ever.
And I don't know if this is sad or not. I mean, it's sad because the loss of a life is always sad, but Ivana Trump died. And
she was my favorite of his ex-wives. So
not Marla.
No, Marla was the hot mess, girl. But not even like a good hot mess. Like she was like,
it's like if somebody married Margaret Kidder,
right? Like Ivana is like that hot mess because she's gonna come over with a bottle of wine and you guys are just gonna sit there and like bitch about stuff, and like Marla is like that kind that you have to go bail out of jail because she's like set fire to somebody's house or something that.
What movie is she in where she's like, "Darling, take everything"?
First Wives Club.
Okay, that is First Wives Club. That's right.
Sorry for First Wives Club. Sorry.
You don't own me,
girl. Okay, so let me tell you. Okay, this is true. So so people when they come to karaoke, they want to do that song. However, they don't understand that there is the original song and then there's the First Wives Club song, which, for the purpose of the way karaoke structures the lyrics, is very different.
It really is.
And so they always pick that version.
The original version or the First Wives Club version?
Right. No, they pick the First Wives Club version. They always pick that version. And then they're like, oh, it's terrible because there's like words in there. There's like all these little pieces that they don't know about, and so they're
Uh-huh.
just kind of they'll start it with like you don't, and then it'll be like words, and they're like they just
Uh-huh.
like they just
Uh-huh.
get, like this look on their face like
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to do now. I'm like, do you want the original version? Yes, please.
Girl, we could do the First Wives Club version.
Oh, we could easily do the version.
So which one are you?
Easily.
Which one in there are you? Because I know you're Diane Keaton, and
You know, that's the thing about me and your friendship, right? Is that I knew what you were going to say before you said it. Because I knew which one you thought of me as.
Well, which one do you think of yourself as?
It's Diane Keaton.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but that's what I mean. I'm just saying, like, we're always on the same page. We're always on the same page.
That's true. Which one am I? I would say Bet, but I could easily be Goldie. You know,
No, you could not easily be Goldie. You're definitely Bette Midler inside and out. Inside and out. Without question. Put that Sanderson sister on you, because you're ready.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. Fly! Fly!
I was just waiting. I was like, he's gonna do it.
I couldn't get it out. Fly! Girl, speaking of flying, did you know we have a Patreon?
No. What?
Dear listeners, if you'd like to throw my crazy ass some money, feel free. It's at patreon.com. Mims and Maim. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another Pudicasti?
No, we have a Budapesti.
We have a Pudicasti. It is called You Slay Me.
I love it.
It's, in fact, a Murder, She Wrote Pudicasti. Dear listeners, you can find it wherever you get your Pudicastis. Hey, man.
Yes.
This bit's not over yet. Did you know that we now have merchandise?
Say what?
Yes, dear listeners, if you want to buy a damn shirt, you go to MrMahaffey.com. Oh, fly! Oh, God. Dear listeners, I just had to write up my review today, my mid-year review, so I'm feeling punchier than normal.
That's so weird. I had to do mine too. Oh wait, it's the middle of the year. That's why.
Well, you know, it's not, because it's the end of July. So
Oh.
yeah.
Well, I had to. Yeah, I had to do mine as well. So, I get my verbal talking to them is tomorrow.
Ooh, are you excited?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be bad.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm like excited. I mean,
Gotcha.
like
I gotcha.
I have no idea. You know, every year it's like who knows? Because our company changes every like 4 months. So,
Who knows where? Who goes there? The worst Rent song. Anyway, that was the little bridge from that horrible Rent song at the end. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just don't want to participate.
Do you like Rent?
No.
This is season 3, episode 10, Mr. Bailey.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night The lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out. The lights went out. The lights went out. The lights went out. And that is the night. The lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
I mean, yeah, I just don't. I mean, it's okay. I like some of the songs, but like,
it had its place, and its place is done, because you know what, we have pills now. Also, they should have recast that movie because they were all way too old. If Anthony Rapp is still that old living in that shitty apartment, I mean, right?
I didn't realize. I guess I was too young at the time to realize. I didn't realize that he was Charlie Brown in the "You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown." I didn't know that. I knew that.
Was?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I saw like that Broadway group that I follow on Facebook. Somebody had posted like the original like fly or the playbill or whatever, and I was kind of like, oh, okay. That
do you find Anthony Rapp attractive?
No.
I do. In Discovery, like, I think he's compare him to his man.
I mean, for me, I don't know.
As an aside, before we really get into this, girl, can you just even with that Instagram I found today? Just yes or no?
Honey.
All right, we are at Sugar Bakers, y'all.
The truth will always come out somehow.
By the way, they're balking right now. Maryjo.
Oh, okay. That's what they call it. I don't think that's what it's called in your 40s.
Girl, I've been balking for about 5 years now.
You a power lifter, girl.
Is that what this is?
That's it.
These are pecs. They ain't titties. These are pecs.
Girl, I bet you could hold up a bowl with them things.
Girl, as I was telling you earlier, I did some HIIT exercises.
Yeah, I was concerned about you
And
going through the podcast today.
I was in traction. Girl, my legs, I forgot I had them. Anyway, we're at Sugar Bakers.
Yes, we are.
And Maryjo is very upset.
She's upset, but she looks fabulous.
She does look fabulous, but she did not get my Miss Georgia World.
Oh!
We'll get to that at the end of this podcast, like we supposed to.
No, I could. That's because I said somebody to look fabulous. I wasn't nominating them for anything. I just said she looked fabulous.
I know, but that means you are. Anyway, Maryjo's very upset because parking lots should have rules. Number one, don't stalk people. Number two, don't stop behind them and honk. It's your spot until you leave.
I agree with her. Although, also, that person sounded like they were a little bit unhinged. So, it wasn't... Yeah, I was like, that actually sounds like harassment more so than a joke. Because, I mean...
And, I mean, that little ringleader outfit...
I was like, yeah.
Ringmaster, I guess is what it is.
I'm like, did you go to the circus? Did you go to the circus, girl? Yes.
With that the little red, the buttons.
It was cute.
It was cute.
It's cute.
But Charlene's hair is very teased right now.
Isn't it? Oh my god.
It's like the perm from the last one. We definitely are following an order. The perm from the last one has been teased out.
Yeah.
It's no longer tight. It is now fluff.
Yeah,
it's like, ooh, they activated that shit too much and they had to do something.
Not activated, girl.
OV activate. What? That's what it's called when you use a perm. It's activated.
I know. It's just...
You were just thinking about that church lady, aren't you, dancing. Holy Spirit activate. Is that what's going through your mind right now? You want to sing it? Go ahead and sing it. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking about Activator in general. Like, I was just thinking about Activator. I was thinking about Coming to America. I was thinking about Jerry Curls. It all just came flooding back at me.
You know what? I have never seen Coming to America. I don't know how I missed it.
What?
I have not seen what's the other Eddie Murphy movie?
Coming to America too?
God, no. Harlem Nights. I've not seen Harlem Nights either.
What?
I have seen the scene where he shoots off Della Reese's toe.
I was about to say, you haven't seen Della Reese be as dirty as she has ever been before Touched by an Angel came out?
No, I have
Like,
not.
literally, like, this was like this woman's, like, this was her final curtain call before she really got into, like, Touched by an Angel world.
I have seen that one with Grace Jones.
Oh, Boomerang?
Boomerang. That one's
No, you need to watch, like, I know that I speak highly about lots and lots of things.
yes, you do. However,
Coming to America is
I know. You gotta let your soul glow. Like I've seen so many bits and pieces.
I bought you know, I don't often do things for my siblings. But online one day, because it's basically like it's like the Hamilton family movie, right? Like this is our movie. This is the one movie that we can all agree on that we love.
Okay.
And so they had online, one of those sites I get T-shirts from all the time, had a Randy Watson sexual chocolate tour shirt. And I bought one for all three of us because I was like, this is probably the only thing we all have in common is this one particular movie and our love for it.
Did Big Brother Maim like it?
They both loved it.
I knew Big Sister Maim would love it.
Yeah, they both loved it.
Big Sister Maim loves kitsch.
Yeah, she loves kitsch, honey. Loves it a lot.
Does she know that we called her Big Sister Maim in this podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, dear. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Is she okay with it?
No, she's fine.
I figure. Hey, girl.
I don't even know. Actually, it's so funny is that because now I'm thinking about it, I don't even know what her drag name was when she did drag for a little bit. I don't even know what that's so interesting now that I think about that. I'll have to find out after the podcast.
Miss Carver Whitehead's dead.
No.
We don't even know who she is. But Anthony is at her will reading.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, they were getting ready to decorate her house, but she died. So, but it was very specific that they were going to decorate for the heir.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice.
She lived with her cat.
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne doesn't like cats. They're picky, think they're superior, and choke on hairballs.
Sounds like Suzanne. I really do wish they had gone that extra mile though and had her actually like cough right after that. Oh,
they did. She did.
No, like
Cough,
making it like a real like Jay Sherman kind of cough.
Ahem.
What is they say in Soap Dish? Let's not underline it. Let's just make it.
So Suzanne says Anthony can always relate to someone who's been locked up in a house for 20 years.
It wasn't 20 years. Was it 20 years?
It was a while. But Julia's like, we're going to do it no matter what. This heir deserves redecorating.
Cue Disney song. No, that's felt like. No matter what, we're gonna make it beautiful. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, we're gonna
This is a Don
do
Bluth
it
song.
for you.
Girl, speaking of, do you like Anastasia?
The concept or the movie?
The movie.
No, I do. I thought the movie was cute. Yeah. I don't think of it as like it's the greatest because there's some people that love that movie. Like
I like it a lot. When Angela Lansbury comes in with her Russian accent.
Well, I mean that's the most important part. I mean, technically, that's always the most important part.
Anthony's here.
Hi, Anthony.
We find out Mrs. Whitehead was rich.
Oh, really? Like how rich?
Like millions of dollars rich.
Oh, like crazy rich.
Like crazy rich for the 80s.
Oh, okay.
90s and today.
It's Beach 105.
Way down in Coca, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Irene, hush.
Poor Irene. She is not into our singing at all.
It's mine. Anyway, we find out who the heir is.
Oh, who's the heir?
It's a cat named Mr. Bailey.
Oh, I mean, that sounds logical to me, but I guess not to others.
Suzanne's very happy it's not actually Anthony. There was a little worry that was Anthony, and she just couldn't. If he was going about Sugar Baker, she just couldn't handle it.
Oh, no, that's true. That's true.
So we skip ahead a little bit. We know that we're in the future because Maryjo changed outfits. Apparently, costuming was like, that's too uncomfortable for you. So the cat is picking out some wallpaper.
Oh, okay.
Julia is not happy. She is not happy at all.
Why?
Because they, at Sugar Bakers, they help old people. They service nudists. They service crazy people. But they are all people.
Oh, that's true.
So I guess those into puppy play, Sugar Bakers will not service you. I'm just going to let that joke go. Just gonna let that joke.
I can't. I don't like talking about puppies. They're so weird to me.
Why is it weird? Why is it weird?
I don't. I will be the first person to admit it has to do with my lack of understanding. Yes, but it also. I went to a bar once. That.
Hold on, Mama Maim, turn down your sound for about
dirty.
20 seconds.
It's not dirty. I went to a bar and they had like a puppy playpen, and it just was so like, I didn't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It was just them.
I've watched the porn, but I don't get it.
I've never even watched any pornography. I just didn't get that. It was literally just like a bunch of adults, I'm assuming, all in their outfits, literally behaving like dogs. And I just was like, this is really interesting because, I mean, to be very honest, I didn't understand the whole sub-dom thing either. But I did research on it at some point, and I was like, okay, I kind of understand that a little bit now, but I don't have any desire to do it. I just understand it better. But
girl, could you keep a secret?
like a secret, like just me and you, or me and you in the podcast.
Oh well, you know, I'm already on the podcast, so why not?
Okay, sure.
I'm just going to say this for like a second, and then we'll let it go into the ether and forget about it and move on. Okay? I was a dom for a little bit, anyway. So,
you know, so if we're doing confessions right now,
I would randomly get texts for this person, and one of my friends' boyfriends would say, "Is that Mr. Slave?"
If we're doing confessions right now, so
Maim, Mama Maim, you may need to turn down your radio.
No, this is fine. This is still fine, right? If we're doing confessions right now, so when I said that I did research on it, the reason that I did research on it is back when I was single, right, in that time period that I lived down here, this very handsome guy, like sent me a message, whatever. It's very nice, right? And you know me, I'm very like Pollyanna and old fashioned. I'm just like, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh, this is, he's a handsome guy, blah, 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 blah. And then he started talking to me in this weird, like, about submission and about this and about that. And I thought at first he was like asking on a date. And this dude, who I've never met in real life, is like sending me a contract. And I was like, wait just a minute. Something is wrong.
Dear listeners, I would like to throw something out there since he mentioned a contract. Those are illegal and unenforceable.
Well, I mean, that's beside the point.
I know, but if anybody is under one of those contracts feels like they cannot leave, They are illegal and unenforceable. You could just walk the hell out that door. There is nobody can own anybody else in the United States of America. And
Yes.
unless you're a tomato farmer in southern Florida.
So it really did. It was like, because and he like sent me the link to this website. So apparently there's a special website that like houses all of these contracts and blah 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 blah. I just ghosted immediately. It's like, I'm done. I thought we were just gonna get some coffee.
I mean, and how rude is that okay, beyond sub-dom play, okay? How crazy is that to do that to a person of color? Like,
Very.
Like, hey, you want to be in slavery?
Yeah, very.
Like, hey, it's illegal in the United States of America. Let me throw that out there one more time. It is illegal in the United States of America. It is completely unenforceable. The only contract you got with another person is really marriage or civil unions, that kind of stuff, and business contracts. But
so it was interesting. It was interesting.
To quote the song from earlier, "You don't own me."
Doom doom doom.
Anyway, I'm not one of your many toys.
No, I am a toy, but I'm kind of broken. I'm a broken toy. I'm very broken.
Where am I at this? Okay, here we go. So we find out that the cat has great taste in wallpaper. He's choosing all the things that Maryjo would have chosen.
I can see that. She has some feline proclivities.
So Charlene had a dream about the cat mansion, had a little cat bidet, and Perrier in the bowl, and blah 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 blah. And then she goes in the story about Snooky or Snaky or Suki or Slicky or something the fourth. That they had an owner that the owner kept feeding it and like dressing up in little outfits, and they just come over to her yard and throw up. And you know the mystery was sort of broken when the dog was throwing up in this nice outfit in her yard, and the woman went through a lot of them because it was the fourth. Suzanne hates cats. We found that out too.
Yes.
Enter Suzanne with bags of toys, cat toys.
I mean, you gotta work it.
She's like, good cat. She picks them up. It snags her blouse. She's like, we'll just get a new one. Like, that cat is the best cat actor.
I know. I couldn't. I was having trouble focusing sometimes because I was just paying attention to how calm the cat was.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How much Benadryl do they give that thing?
I mean, do what you gotta do, I guess.
The phone's ringing.
No.
Julia picks up the phone. It's Miss Whitehead's attorney.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're probably coming to be supportive, right?
Well, she asked Anthony if they know if he's a cat or not, and Anthony's like, I didn't tell him because I'm afraid they're going to kill him. Well, they do know, and they're going to try to break the will because clearly Mrs. Whitehead was insane.
Oh no!
And then they ask who Julia is. She's like, "Who am I? I'm Mr. Bailey's decorator."
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, Lord. Well, now we're at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's decorated like a crazy person.
It is. Also, it's kind of just decorated like a Southern person as well.
It is. It really is.
Old rich Southern person.
It looks like my mom's house. I ain't gonna lie. There are license plates all over the wall. There's teddy bears all over the fireplace. There's fishing lures on display. And Maryjo's like, it looks like a TGI Fridays. I would have said.
Wait, you're muted now. I can't hear you now. Hello. Okay.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that, dear listeners. We were talking about TGI Fridays.
And some soccer mom somewhere just sent us a virus, I think.
Anyway, I said it didn't look like TGI Fridays. It looked like a Daryl's.
I thought that's what you said when I was reading your
Yes.
lips. And then
Daryl's.
Daryl's.
Which, dear listeners, Daryl's is a North Carolina thing.
They
It's
probably
fun.
could gather. They could gather by the name
They
of it.
probably
I'm sure.
could, couldn't they?
They're like, oh, yeah, we can figure that out.
Anyway, where we at in this thing? Decorate like crazy person, TGI Fridays. And there's a portrait upside down, girl.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Suzanne is like, well, it's simple. It's decorated like this because she's crazy. Well, Charlene went to the basement, and there are 300 cases of cat food and a huge cat bowl.
Which is a little, like, a little strange. A little strange.
Julia's like, well, if we all died today, what would they find in our houses? Charlene's like, well, I have a jigsaw puzzle in the bathroom because that's where the light's the best. Maryjo has a hockey mask in her underwear drawer. Anthony has dirty dishes in the refrigerator and high heels in the bathtub from his girlfriend stay the night. Do you think that's why he has high heels in the bathtub, girl?
I don't, but that's my own business.
That's
Anthony-
my own
Anthony gets his own
business.
thing. He got to do his own thing, right?
Mm-hmm, that's right, girl.
I think somebody was doing a encore performance of Cindy Birdsong. Personally. What is it? One of those bars with Charlie Brown's in Atlanta?
What's the one that with the strippers, the old strippers, the ones that can crush the cat with her titties?
Oh,
It's in Atlanta. It's in the quote unquote bad part of Atlanta too.
I can't remember the name of that place either.
You know what? Maybe we should see if we could do a show there
In Atlanta?
in Atlanta.
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
that is kind of halfway between us.
Got a Carolina queen and a Miami queen. We go to meet in Atlanta in the middle.
Well, actually, how far is Atlanta from you?
I don't know, like
Okay.
10 hours,
Oh
12 hours.
no, that's definitely not halfway.
Honey, halfway for us would be like Jacksonville. We ain't doing
Girl,
nothing
you
like
want to
that
go?
for
You
this.
want to do Jacksonville?
Absolutely not.
MrMahaffey do Jacksonville.
Jacksonville does end Mims and Maim. No, thank
Girl,
you.
you
I'm
know
not
what? We
taking-
can fly halfway. We can fly to. How about you know what the cheapest place for you to fly to is? Honestly,
No.
Orlando. Orlando
true.
is so dirt cheap. Like I can get there for about $100 round trip.
Orlando.
Mims and Maim fly Spirit to Orlando.
I might have to take Allegiant. I don't know.
You know what? If they
Depends on
sponsor us,
Allegiant Airways, if you'd love to sponsor two old drag queens, we would love that.
I don't know if
We'd love it.
Allegiant is still in RDU,
I don't know.
but if they are, you know,
That's
you
the one that
know?
my husband took that one when he went to Kentucky. So.
why?
Because it was cheap and he could just get a really quick ticket for not much because
Okay.
he was still on the fence like just a few weeks prior of like really wanting to go or not.
Did he enjoy himself?
He loved it. He actually was talking about how like that area, whatever the area, I can't remember.
It's Lexington. I saw him post about it. Or-
Right. He's like, oh my gosh, it's so much nicer now, and
Uh-huh.
like, and then he was like, the city's so nice. I'm like, yeah, it's a city.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Like-
rest of Kentucky's a shitstorm.
Right. That's how cities work. They're
Mm-hmm.
refuges from everyone else that doesn't want to be in the country.
Yes.
So, because he was like, oh, it's so this. I'm like, yeah, that's what Greensboro's like too. They're all
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's what Raleigh's like. That's what Durham's like.
That's what cities in the South are like.
Girl, Raleigh doesn't even look the same anymore.
Really?
There are high rises everywhere.
Oh, you guys are having that too?
Yeah. Like Flex is being torn down for high rise.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like you go downtown, it's like, oh, I've thrown up there. I slept with somebody there.
That
Girl-
dumpster. Girl.
No, the hair curler hotel, which is gone now.
No!
Yes, girl, yes.
That
yes.
was my favorite hotel.
I know.
I almost
I
got
know.
picked up outside that hotel once.
By what?
It
A
was
taxi or a man?
It was a long story. It was a long, weird story for a very weird night.
Anyway, Julia asks Maryjo if she has any ideas, and she's like, I see a giant ball of yarn.
Which I was into, personally.
Mm-hmm. Well, Anthony just came back from the kitchen, and there are fresh groceries and cream for the cat in there.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. I thought that this lady didn't know anybody.
Mrs. Whitehead will always take care of the cat.
Oh. Is it a Halloween episode?
So now we're at Sugar Baker's. And Julia's on the phone with Reese's law firm.
Okay.
And apparently, the intent of the deceased, blah, 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 blah. Basically, if she was crazy, if she wasn't crazy, the will holds. But why would somebody not crazy leave everything to a cat? So obviously she's crazy.
I suppose you could look at it that way. I mean...
Well, we find out that Maryjo really finds the cat attractive now that she knows he's a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was climbing up the curtains, and she'd normally slap a cat down for doing that, but she just was like, those curtains aren't that bad. And Charlene's like, well, we don't really slap down our customers, except for that one time Julia did.
I love it.
Julia,
I can see it too. I can see her doing that too.
I can. Suzanne picks the cat up by the front legs. Holy shit! What cat is this? I mean, have you ever picked a cat up like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my cat would scratch the shit out of me if I tried to do that.
No, I mean, I have I call them Jello cats. Like, I literally just have these cats. Like, the cats are so lazy. They don't care how you pick them up. They're just like, whatever, right? Like, sure.
Do they like to be held?
It's sometimes, yeah. It depends, right? Like, if I'm on the couch, they like it. If I'm standing, they don't like it. Like, it's like that kind of thing.
Do they like to be? Do they ever scratch or bite you?
No.
Are they declawed?
Yeah, but they don't even like do the motion to scratch me. Like, by the way, dear listeners, that was not my idea. That's from previous.
Yeah, I should have clarified that. I knew that answer. I should have clarified that.
So I don't want people. I'm not a monster. But no, yeah, they don't even. It's really funny because the the orange cat, she like has never bitten me, but she likes to like bite on my fingers. Like, she'll just like nibble on them, but she's never actually like just been. I don't know. I've been super blessed to have really like just really good sweet cats.
So Suzanne's like, he really likes me, and Charlene, or I believe it's Charlene, says, well, that's just because you put tuna juice behind your ears.
That would smell so terrible.
So Maryjo then makes the joke about the old lady and the cat.
Yes.
I'm not going to say it, but ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Not really.
It was a knee slapper, girl.
It was
a knee slapper.
Your joke just now was funnier than that entire.
I know.
3 minutes.
And Julia sits down. She's like, I just feel like I'm getting to know her, and I'm starting to be her friend. And Suzanne's like, well, great. You wait till she's dead to be her friend. Julia ignores that. And it's like, we just need to find. I don't think she's crazy. We just need to find a character witness.
Yep, one. They just need one. They just need one to prove that this lady wasn't crazy.
And so then they start talking about a guardian, and Suzanne perks up, and Julia's like, no, Suzanne, the guardian would not get access to Mr. Bailey's money.
And she throws that cat so fast.
She does. She's like, meow. Oh, God. Do you remember my cat Marvin?
Yes.
I love Marvin.
Yes.
Marvin used to shit in every single one of my mother's plants, and she hated it.
You always had the quirkiest pets. Like,
Well,
honestly.
my father would bring them home to try to gain my love.
I mean, you know.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But yeah, you had some of the quirkiest pets. I think I was always your Rottweiler, like for my entire life, I don't think I will ever love like a dog as much as how silly and sweet that dog was. And just like she's so much bigger than me.
She liked you. She did not like another one of my friends. I will as soon as we're done with this,
You
I will
just tell me later.
I will, and you're gonna be like, of course she did. He was kind of an asshole.
But it was always so funny because she was so big, and every time she wanted to have her belly rubbed, it was almost like exercise because she's so big that it was just like, all right, okay, are we done? We're not done yet. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's do this another 10 minutes. I'm like, how do you say no to a giant Rottweiler?
She had a chair. Like, she claimed that chair, and it was hers. And she would growl at people who came near her chair. So weird.
It didn't help me being so short either, because, like, that's intimidating when you have a dog that's larger than you.
Yeah, I know.
Very.
Probably weighed as much as you at the time.
Probably, yeah.
More. Anyway, Anthony found handwritten directions, the will.
Oh.
And Mr. Bailey gets to choose his own guardian. So they put him on the ground to decide. And Suzanne's like, here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Well, somebody comes in, and Mr. Bailey goes over to him.
Who is that? Who's
His
that
name
person?
is Mr. Joe Hale.
Oh, hi, Joe.
He works at the pharmacy, owns the pharmacy, and he loves to come over and look at the collections.
If we did a remake of this episode, you could totally be him.
I know. So the one of the license plates, Alaska 1921, worth $10,000, girl.
What?
Those are Steiff teddy bears, which are real expensive, girl.
Oh.
The fishing lures, one of them just went to auction for $22,000.
So all this crazy stuff is not so crazy after all?
He's going to be a character witness, girl.
Oh, that's so great. But what about the cat?
Well, we aren't there yet.
Oh, okay.
We find out the picture is upside down so she could see it lying down.
Oh.
So we also find out that Mr. Bailey made the money. He was Fluffy, the Kitty Yum Yum's cat. Kitty, kitty, yum yum. Kitty, kitty, yum yum. He used to do a samba around the cat dish, girl.
So the cat is who the money came from.
And Joe is going to be the guardian. Doo 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 doo.
Kitty yum 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 yum. Kitty yum 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 yum.
Do 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 do. Kitty kitty yum yum.
Kitty kitty yum yum.
Well, girl, I've got a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Number one, did you find yourself in Miss Georgia World?
So, although you were not as big a fan of it, she so rarely has stunning outfits that I'm giving it to Maryjo for that opening outfit.
No, I want you to know that I am such a huge fan of it. I am such a huge fan, but Julia Sugarbaker in that black dress with that red thing, that piece of tulle or whatever coming up, and her like vamp makeup. Yeah. I think she even got her hair dyed darker. Like it was,
good.
It was an ensemble.
She did look good. I will have to agree with you. She did look good.
And I was like, so it was Maryjo throughout this entire thing, and I was on the fence till I watched it the second time. Dear listeners, it's the most important part of this entire thing we do. Is talking about which one's the Miss Georgia girl.
It is.
Ow.
I mean, it's important, right?
Yes.
It's important. I will say, so I did like the blouse that he scratched up that Suzanne was wearing. I thought that was a beautiful,
I didn't
green.
like the color. I didn't like the color.
I thought it looked good on her.
I like Suzanne in blues and yellows. The homegirl can pull off a yellow like not many white people can.
No, it's true. That's true. Not a lot of white folks can pull off a yellow.
Girl, did you like this episode?
It had a cat in it. Of course, I like this episode. Have you lost your mind?
I enjoyed it. It was okay.
I like when they just do silly episodes because they just don't do those often.
It was kind of. This also felt like a throwaway episode because it is toward middle of the season.
Well, I mean, it's just.
I didn't dislike it. I don't want you to think I disliked it.
No, I know, but I personally, because of this, you know how this show can get sometimes when it gets like serious, like last episode, right? So for me, this felt like a really nice palate cleanser.
Call Tyrone.
Right. Call Tyrone. Now we had the Kitty Yum Yums. This is a perfect palate cleanser to last week.
This was a perfect palate cleanser
right?
last week.
Because
That's
last week, anytime an episode makes you say to yourself, they should have just hired Cicely Tyson. Anytime that happens, you need a palate cleanser.
It kind of feels like if it wasn't our CBS station, if it had been our ABC station, they wouldn't have shown that back in the day.
Oh, girl, right? That would have been one of those special interruptions because they want to talk about something with the school district or something like that.
Well, girl, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Hello, dear listeners.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
It is I, your favorite relation, Auntie Maim.
Well, hello, my favorite relation, Auntie Maim.
You can find me on Instagram at auntie_maim. That's MAIM. You can find me on Twitter at Maim Ministry. You can find me in real life performing at the Villain Theater. It's an improvised comedy theater in Miami. You can find me weekly hosting a cabaret/karaoke show called Amazing Colossal Karaoke in Miami Beach at a little bar called Kill Your Idol. And that's technically it because my other show got canceled. because my other show that I do got canceled, and so
it wasn't her fault, y'all.
No, it's my fault. But you can find me performing stand-up really all around South Florida, honestly, which you can find out about on. Well, I perform at other venues. So you can follow me.
Like in front of the hair curler.
Well, that too. What about you, my deliciously German white chocolate cake, Mims?
I hate white chocolate so much. Hello, dear listeners. I am the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me on Twitter at Divine Miss Mims. You can find this podcast on Twitter at Baking Sugar Pod. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have a Patreon?
What?
You can find it at patreon.com, Mims and Maim. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have another podcast?
I heard rumor.
You can find it at You Slay Me Pod, wherever you get your podcasts. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have shirts now?
I'm just brand new information.
Dear listeners, if you want to get a nice blouse, go to Steinmart. If you want to get a shirt, Loman's. Go to Loman's.
Loman's. Go to Loman's.
But if you want a T-shirt with our logo print on it, go to Mims and Maim.
Go to Belk, y'all. Go to Belk or Dillard's.
Go to Belk. Not Dillard's anymore. They're harder to find. Go to mimsandmaim.com. Dear listeners, I do have something that's going to release very soon. No. It is in the final stages of production.
Production,
girl.
What?
Production.
Wait a minute.
I know, right? Exactly. I am a teasing.
Oh, Lord. We got some Hollywood fish now.
Dear listeners, the week of July 25th, we got something else to plug. We are going to be on the Debatable podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we are, girl. I'm going to be live from Bristol, Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna be in Bristol that week. So I'm gonna be on a headset. It's gonna be real good audio for me. Whatever. But it'll be fun. Those are some fun straight boys, aren't they?
Super fun guys.
Super straight too. Anyway, man, do you have anything else to add?
Oh man, I guess not. We've covered a lot of stuff today.
Then why don't you just say goodnight, man?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.